Check 1, 2. All right, good evening, everyone. It's meteorologist Grace Thornton here at KVUE News. We are going to look at our forecast as we head into the night tonight. Things are going to maybe get a touch rowdy out there as we are expecting a few showers and thunderstorms to kind of move through the area overnight tonight. Again, for the rest of tonight, up until about midnight tonight, we're really talking about very calm conditions. However, as we head past midnight, of course, we've got this cold front that you can see behind me. This is going to be shifting through our region and giving way to some showers and some thunderstorms. So let's actually look at what's going on here in Austin tonight. We've got some really nice sunsets out there. The sun is just kind of setting over there towards the UT Tower, but I did want to get another vantage point that we have out towards our Oasis Cam, out towards Lake Travis. Ooh, yeah, things are looking really nice out there. Lots of orange skies as we kind of head into this evening. We also have some other nice vantage points over towards the downtown region too. Yeah, things looking really nice there. Of course, we have had a lot of pesky cloud cover heading through the day today. We only got up to 88, 87 degrees, both at Camp Mabry as well as the airport. So all of that very dense cloud coverage, as well as, not really a whole ton of atmospheric lift out there. It really kept us away from seeing any real showers or thunderstorms as we shifted through our Monday. But as we head overnight tonight, again, that cold front that you can see behind me, that is going to provide for some lift. We have a lot of instability. We have a lot of humidity out there tonight, and we've got plenty of moisture to cause showers and thunderstorms, but we just don't have that kind of reactor there. So we need that catalyst, that cold front, to come through, kind of move things, get things in motion, and then thankfully it is expected to pass over us pretty quickly as we head into tomorrow morning. So I'll give you a better look at what's going on. That low pressure system continuing to scoot across kind of the northern plains there, giving way to a ton of active weather across, we'll call it the middle of the country there. So kind of the eastern Great Plains over there towards St. Louis. You can see still on the other side of that warm front there. We've got plenty of severe thunderstorm warnings. Sorry about that. We also have a ton of other warnings that you can see in the dark red there. That's going to be flood warnings associated with those storms passing by. And we also have a couple of tornado warnings in that region. So if you got friends and family all the way from Omaha down through St. Louis, St. Louis was just struck by a pretty destructive tornado not even about 2 or 3 days ago. So they're in for another round of severe weather as we head into tonight. You can see that whole area from Wichita over to St. Louis. They are under a tornado watch all night tonight, and that continues down towards that kind of eastern portion of Oklahoma there. This also includes portions of Texas. Now, it doesn't include Austin, Texas, but does include portions of Dallas. I think that thunderstorm that you can see, or tornado watch that you can see up towards the Dallas region here, they'll probably expire that here in the next couple of hours, just because it looks like the bulk of that activity is actually shifting north and east tonight, but still plenty of active weather going on for that south and eastern tip of Oklahoma City. You want to make sure if you got friends and family in those regions, even shifting over towards like Little Rock, make sure your friends and family have their alerts turned on for their local news station tonight, because it's expected to get pretty rowdy, especially up towards those regions. Now, here in Austin, we're pretty far removed from this low pressure system. So this map is going to highlight our severe weather risks as we shift into this the rest of this evening. I'm still thinking it's 5 o'clock. Nope, it's 8:30. So as we head overnight tonight, this is the severe weather situation across the middle of the country. You can see that moderate risk, level 4 out of 5. That is a pretty rare risk there. They don't issue that too often. They don't issue the 5 out of 5 risk too often, the high risk there. So this is something that we're going to continue to track and kind of roll out as we head through the night tonight. But here in Austin, we're not really included in this. Now you can see they've downgraded us even further. So earlier this afternoon and this evening, portions of Llano, Burnett, over towards Georgetown, those areas were under this slight risk, level 2 there. So we did have a greater risk for severe storms even earlier on this afternoon, but now it looks like we've settled down into that just marginal risk here for Austin, as well as kind of the most of central Texas. So I-35 corridor, still need to watch out as we head overnight tonight, and especially those hill country areas, Burnett, Blanco, Fredericksburg, all the way up to Llano. Mason County, it looks like when this cold front comes in tonight, it's probably not going to materialize storms until it gets a little bit closer to that Llano, Gillespie County line. And then, of course, those storms are set to pass through pretty early on tomorrow morning. So let's get to our forecast here. What models are showing so far. You know, I'm glad to see that we were touched down into that just marginal risk for overnight hours. That means that we're not expecting the potential for severe weather that we were earlier this afternoon. So things are looking better for our forecast. All right, here is 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. You can see the cold front out towards the hill country, and you can see where those storms are expected to initialize. So anywhere from Burnett down to kind of eastern Gillespie County. I'd include Blanco County in this as well. Those areas are going to be the ones to watch first for the potential of strong storms, or storms even just starting to form. And then as we shift a little bit forward, you can see those storms continue to shift east as our cold front shifts east. So as the cold front shifts east, it's going to kind of brush these past our area, especially those southern regions of the I-35 corridor. Now we are included from Georgetown to Austin to San Marcos in that marginal risk. So everybody has a chance to hear some, thunder, experience some rain as we head overnight tonight. And I think there probably will be a pretty good lightning show with this too. So this is 4 a.m., very early morning hours. Make sure that you have a way to get alerts if we're seeing something like hail out there or lots of impressive lightning. That's something you want to be paying attention to. I'm sure some of these rumbles of thunder may wake you up if you are kind of in the wake of these storms tonight. So that's 4 a.m. I will say that this cold front passes very quickly as we head into the morning. So by 7, 8 a.m. when most people are starting to wake up, a lot of this will be out of our region. Won't have to worry about it for the morning commute. And you can also see that some of these morning commute temperatures are looking really good, especially out towards those hill country folks. 74 in Mason, 75 for Llano. So things are going to feel pretty good as this cold front moves on through. Now, I think this is going to be well past us by 12 p.m. I just got to fix this graphic. But as we head even further into Tuesday afternoon, let's go back to about 4 p.m. Cold front well past us, but you can see tomorrow afternoon's temperatures are going to be very, very warm. Most of us getting to the 90s tomorrow, especially the Austin Metro. I think we're going to be in the lower to mid 90s. However, the northwesterly wind is going to be good to us, and it is going to take a lot of humidity out of the atmosphere, and that's going to kind of help out with our instability issues too. So we got to watch the storms for tonight, but I'm happy about tomorrow's forecast because I have been trying to get rid of this humidity for days and days now. So here's a look at the humidity starting out on Tuesday. You'll be able to see exactly where that cold front, oh man, it snapped forward. Exactly where that cold front starts. By 7 a.m., we're really dry for the hill country. By 8 a.m., really dry for the I-35 corridor. By 9 a.m., dropping down to 33% relative humidity for Austin. That's going to feel really good when you wake up tomorrow morning, even if it is a little bit warm outside. By 1, 2, 3 p.m., look at these relative humidity values. These are very, very dry. So things are going to be feeling really good across the area. While it will be hot, a lot of people, meteorologists and regular people alike, love a dry heat. So tomorrow is going to be one of those days for a dry heat. 15% humidity for Austin, about 10 to 20% humidity for the rest of us there. So I'm hopeful for tomorrow. I know we're a little bit tired of the heat this early on in the year, but things are looking pretty good from where I stand. So Let's move back through our chance for rain one more time as we kind of head into the night tonight, and then we'll kind of go over the 7-day forecast for everyone, and we'll get to popping off, and then you guys can join us at 10 p.m. tonight. So again, here is the start of things. 1:30, 2:30 overnight tonight. Have your, alerts on if you're living in the hill country. Those areas, Fredericksburg to Johnson City, could be the kind of initialization point of this cell or couple of cells of strong thunderstorms that we're watching. Again, the severe risk for this is going to be very low for tomorrow and continues to get lower. So we're just kind of making everyone weather aware because there is so much extensive severe weather to the north of us tonight. You can just never be too prepared. So as we head towards 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, that cold front shifts those storm cells over Hayes County, Travis County, Bastrop County, all those areas. And we'll, hold on, I just got a text message here. It's from our chief meteorologist, Hunter Williams, checking in because me and Casey tonight are going to be doing what we call in the TV biz a handoff. I'll be here late night tonight watching for these storms, and she's going to come in a little bit earlier tomorrow, even earlier than some of the morning shift people, and help out with some storm coverage as well. So we got you covered all night tonight and all morning tomorrow morning. However, most of these storms are going to be initializing before people wake up. They might actually be your alarm clock for tomorrow morning. By 5 a.m., a lot of that rain moving out towards the coastal plains, LaGrange, Giddings, Lee County, Fayette County, getting their little chance for some wet weather there. And then 7 a.m., things are looking good out there, especially for the hill country, waking up to some brisk, very dry conditions as that cold front really starts to move through there. And then for the rest of us, as we head into 9, 10 a.m., we'll continue to see drier air filtering into our region. And of course, it is going to be hot afternoon tomorrow. We'll actually bring up our high temperatures for tomorrow so you guys can see, but it is going to be a hot afternoon tomorrow. But again, this is going to be a much drier heat than what we've been seeing over the past couple of days and even weeks. So things should be feeling a little bit better than what they were today. Again, today we only got to about 88 degrees and the humidity was so high. It was so soupy out there today. All right, so let's look at our 7-day forecast, because I just kind of want to highlight a couple of things there. Of course, Memorial Day weekend is going to be next weekend, and we've got some changes in the forecast for that as well. So as we head through the rest of the first half of our week, I'll say, we're going to be expecting, that cold front coming through overnight tonight, chance for storms. Now, the bulk of Tuesday, from like 5 a.m. all the way to midnight on Tuesday, there is going to be no rainfall chance. So I didn't add a rainfall chance to Tuesday because most of us will not see it. It's going to be overnight, that cold front moving through there that you can see. And then Tuesday afternoon is going to feel pretty good, 93 degrees, dry heat. No issues with feels-like temperatures there. Sometimes when we have humidity in the atmosphere, those feels-like temperatures are what really shoot up to like 110, 115. Not going to feel like that tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be pretty nice for a lot of us. That continues the dry air that holds on through Wednesday. And then, of course, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we've got some minor chances for rain, about 10 to 20% chances as we kind of shift towards the holiday weekend here. Now, you'll notice that Saturday and Sunday, temperatures are starting to perk back up into the upper 90s. Now, it's possible that we get back up to those upper 90s, but we are tracking something else as we head towards Memorial Day, actual Memorial Day. Now, I didn't really cover this too much just because we have a lot of active weather, or the potential for active weather tonight. Didn't really cover this too much in our earlier shows earlier this evening, but Monday, we are starting to see the potential for maybe upwards of 30% chances for showers and thunderstorms. It's possible we could see maybe up that to scattered thunderstorms for our Monday. And I know a lot of people are kind of looking forward to that weekend off, getting that extra third day in the weekend, but it's something that we're watching. It's possible that things kind of swing back the drier way as we head into the next couple of days here, but we need the rain here in Central Texas. So again, as we head overnight tonight, just be weather aware. Make sure you have kind of your phone not silenced tonight, so you can get some alerts if there is a severe warned storm or anything like that. But mostly what we're watching for is just going to be those rumbles of thunder that kind of wake us up, and then things should be able to pass through pretty, everyone should be mostly unscathed, I'm thinking. So just want you guys to be weather aware of the forecast, and I'll get you guys back to KVUE Plus or whatever's playing on KVUE Plus, and I will see you guys in an hour and some change on the 10 p.m. news here at KVUE. So I'll see you then.